It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
It is the one and only upset specialist, Thomas Boykin.
Always and forever, who? Mr. Mike Jones.
And this is 234 Sports Talk.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Let's
All right,
be
fellas.
about it.
You saw the game. Dallas versus Tampa Bay. And in that game, we saw Mr. Tom Brady. And he is the greatest quarterback. Let me throw that in there that's ever played the game, that's ever laced them up. But in that game, he didn't look like it. Do you all think that this is the end of Tom Brady? Should he retire or should he go elsewhere and play?
What's the one thing we always say? Happy wife, happy life. You chose football over your wife. You went out and played anyway. You had a 8-9 season. You backed into the playoffs and had to play a defensive juggernaut that you weren't ready to play. Not a good formula for success. My advice, retire like you should have last year. That's my advice. If you're looking to go elsewhere and play, you're asking to tarnish what you've already done. You have nothing left in the NFL to prove. You've done every great thing there is to do in the NFL. Why are you still playing and risking your health behind all this? There's got to be a reason behind it. We don't know. He's not going to tell us. So my logistics, you can't move. You're asking to get hit. You got hit a lot this season more. You've seen Tom Brady get hit more this year than you have ever seen Tom Brady get hit. And this is the telltale signs that it's time to go. I'm trying to tell you before you wind up catching a blow that you can't recover from. So I would look for him to retire myself. That's just my opinion. What you got on in MJ?
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly, man. Tom has nothing to prove, man. Not to me, anyway. I'm sure he has nothing to prove to the league, to the world, to the viewers. He's won multiple Super Bowls, man. He was a nobody. He was a Mr. Irrelevant. I guess he was back in the day. He proved I was wrong, became a starter. Won Super Bowls immediately. It's time to unlace them shoes, them cleats, man, and hang them up. Like you said, Thomas, man, this past season, it wasn't all on him. The reason why, what I'm saying, the Bucks were bad. That whole team count. It was a problem. You know what I'm saying? And but Tom had a part to play in this, and along with that, man, he was having family problems, and football is okay to play, man, it's fun and everything, but you're beyond that. You should have took care of family, got that squared away, man. Football has been there for you for years. The family, man, is what's gonna be there forever. So you should have tackled that. But I would not come back to the league under no circumstance. There isn't a team in the league that would make me want to come back. I mean, to win another Super Bowl wouldn't. If I'm him, another Super Bowl win wouldn't enthuse me. You know what I mean? You see one ring, you see them all. If you're Tom Brady, I would think. So Tom Brady, man, he like you said, he gonna get hurt. The thing about some players retire early, like Barry Sanders did. We hated to see that. We don't know what it would have been with him. And some players play too long. And like you said, they make all the stuff they've done in their career, they play too long and it overshadows what they've done. So I don't want to see that with Tom Brady, man. Go ahead on and gracefully bow down and say, hey, I appreciate the game. I love the game. and let the fans enjoy you that way. I appreciate you, Tom Brady, but man, you gotta go.
Fellas, as I looked at that game, kind of reminded me of, old boxer, that don't know when to quit. No, no, no. And not a knock on Tom Brady. It's just you could see he couldn't get out of the pocket because he's 45 years old. That's old for a quarterback. He couldn't, and plus he never was a fast guy. And those knees just looked like they just wouldn't work for him, And no, it's just one of those things where it was, you felt bad. I'm like, man, why didn't Tom, ride off into the sunset when they won that last Super Bowl? And I kind of felt bad. That's the way I felt about it. You look at his numbers, he had in 2021, 43 TDs. And in 2022, he had 25 TDs. Now, I know he lost some weapons. Antonio Brown isn't there. Gronkowski isn't there. They lost some things. But at the same time, when you look at him, I just think that he's not the same Tom Brady. Still better than probably 98% of the quarterbacks in the league. But I think he should walk away from the game, fellas. There's some talk about maybe he should, there's some teams that want him. I'm hearing the 49ers. I'm hearing the Jets. I'm hearing even Miami, but I think it's time for Tom to just call it a wrap and go into the broadcasting booth.
Hey, it's going to come down to what my dudes always told me, the one saying, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Hey,
but look at this too, guys. The league really has gone in a different direction with quarterbacks. Tom Brady, he fits in that category, I think, like with a Troy Aikman, that sits and drop back, you know what I'm saying, scan the field. But see, nowadays, man, you got to have a dual type of a quarterback. If nothing else, that can escape the pocket, move the pocket. You know what I mean? And especially if I'm an organization, these teams that you mentioned, Jeff, if they're looking for a quarterback, why would you go in that direction with a Tom Brady? Granted, he's savvy up here, but the body is not going to line up what's up there. And if I'm a young organization, man, I'm trying to build a decade. I'm trying to build one of these, dynasties. I don't want to just win one Super Bowl and be done. If you're an owner and that's your mentality, that's all you're gonna win is that one Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So I just don't think if I'm a general manager, I'm not going with a older cat like Tom Brady. And Tom Brady probably sitting up there and still thinking in his head that these people want me. All 32 teams want me. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm a general manager,
no, looking at you.
I don't want you on my squad. Hey, my Tennessee Titans, man, we suck. But guess what? We need more than a Super Bowl winning quarterback. We need an offensive line, wide receivers, all this. Dude, you would be irrelevant for what we need you for. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't get a pass off because our offensive line ain't gonna allow that. And a lot of them teams in the league, if they're bad, they're bad. So you wouldn't work with that. And if you're a young team and you're about to win a championship, I wouldn't go that route, man. Tom Brady, I love you, man. But deuces, man.
Thanks.
Play basketball, man. Celebrity golf.
Let me pose this question to you guys. Okay, so it's and you hit on it, Mike. Guys, they don't know when to say when. It's hard for an athlete to give up what they love, what they've been doing all their lives. It's tough. But there comes a time when you have to walk away from the game. But let's just say Tom Brady says, I'm not ready to walk away from the game. And just some rumors out there, the 49ers may be interested in him, the Raiders, and we said the Jets, and maybe Miami. Now, is there a team that you think would be a fit for Tom Brady should he decide to play another year? a team that maybe has a good old line that can protect him, that can give him time, that has a run game, you know.
Here's the thing. Yeah, he could probably go to Frisco and probably thrive, but are they going to move Purdy out the way, the younger, mobile, more fit quarterback to fit what they're running? They're not going to bring Tom Brady in for that. You bring him to the Jets, which you saw what the Jets quarterback did all year. He ran for his life all year. You're going to ask a 45-year-old guy to run around a pocket like that. Not happening. There is no situation in the league that Tom Brady can fit comfortably and run the offense the way an offensive coordinator wants his offense ran. Period. He's not mobile. His arm strength really ain't what it used to be. It's just it's a no-win situation for him. He had an opportunity to do what the great ones do. The great ones win the big one, and when it's their time, they walk away on top. He had a chance to do that. He chose to ignore it. Now he's worried about tarnishing his legacy because I didn't go out on top. I went out getting beat down and battered. That was your choice. You had the opportunity to do that. You chose to endure another season. That's on you, bro. You can't blame nobody but yourself for that. You can't blame the Buccaneers. Well, they promised. It's on you, bro. You knew what you was walking into when you came back. You knew what you was walking into. So you can't blame anybody.
Right.
What you got on it, MJ?
Yeah, you know, when what was the head coach? Was it Bruce Arian?
I do believe.
No, Bowles. Remember Arians?
Yeah, Bowles. Yeah, Bowles.
Yeah, I'm talking about the team that won the Super Bowl. Wasn't that Arian?
Oh,
Bruce
Arians.
Arian?
Yeah, that was Arians. Yeah.
So when he left, you know, hey, I would have left too, man. You know what I'm saying? And then because granted, you know, you still got Byron Leftwich that's calling the plays.
No, sir. They let Leftwich go.
Yep.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they let Leftwich go.
He's the scapegoat.
Yep. They fired Leftwich.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but he did play with Leftwich this past season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Right.
So what I'm saying is, honestly, I don't see any scenario that would be good. Now, maybe Miami, you know what I'm saying? You just go down a little further south, but there's a reason why Tua and all them quarterbacks, man, being concussion protocol every other week, you know. So
that part.
I just
that part.
Hey, but look though, Mr. Boykin. Now, what about the Steelers? You wouldn't want them at the Steelers Nation?
We are not going to sit Tom Brady down for Kenny Pickett. No, Kenny Pickett will be my starter.
Tom, man, he might get y'all over the hump, man. Y'all might get that.
Tom might get it, dude. Listen, he's not going to survive the Browns, the Bengals, and the Ravens playing them twice. He's not going to survive. He's not going to survive that. At all, period.
You know I had to ask, man. You know I had to get a kick.
Dude, no. We was lucky to get Ben to survive all that.
Hey, look. You know Jerry Jones will take a chance. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Dak don't get it done.
Hey, I'm still convinced that backup is going to take his job.
Mike Jones, you got jokes tonight, man.
But I'll tell you this. There is no way in the world Jerry Jones is going to sit Dak Prescott for Tom Brady. Not happening.
No, sir.
Not happening at all, period. That's a pipe dream. That's asking the Cowboys to go 10 years backwards.
Hey, and then too, you know this, man, if Tom Brady just talking about he just love to play football, hey, there's another league you can play football in, CFL.
Yeah, flag football. What they get ready to
Flag
play in this
football,
championship game, he can play the flag football league. That's what he can play. Then he ain't got to worry about taking no contact. He can sit back. Oh, they dropped my flag. Never mind. Yeah, dude. Other than that, dude, nah. Kill that, man.
You're
Kill that,
hilarious, man.
man.
All right, fellas. We just hope Tom makes the right decision, man. It's time to wrap him up, Tom. Go up into the broadcasting booth. All right, fellas, let's talk some football,
how Mike said he need to unlace them shoes.
Yes, sir. Let's talk some football, some playoffs, divisional round. All right, let's do some pick'ems, fellas. It's time for some pick'ems. All right, we got the Jaguars and the Chiefs on tomorrow, Saturday, 3:30. Who you guys liking in that game?
I'm gonna tell you this. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a real close game. I got Kansas City winning a close one.
I don't know, Thomas. I disagree with you, man. I felt the same way that you did yesterday, and actually for the past couple of days. But today, man, I changed my mind. You know what I mean? And I think this is a welcome to the playoffs. Again, granted, they did win they won the wild card game that they played. Jacksonville did. But now they finna play the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? They finna play Kansas, and Kansas is gonna put up some numbers. They're gonna it may be tight in the first half, and it may look like it's gonna be a scare, but I look for Kansas to at least win this game by 10 or more. I don't know what Vegas, the bookies got it at, but I'm putting it at 10 or more. Go Chiefs.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I think Kansas City. I think it's gonna be a dogfight. I think for a little while, but I think that their offense is gonna be a whole lot better than the Jags, and that I think they're gonna score more points. It's gonna be up and downhill race, but I think that Kansas City will outlast those guys. All right, fellas. Who you guys liking in the Giants versus the Eagles game?
That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. But you know me, I ain't scared. I am not scared at all. I got the New York Giants knocking off Philly in Philly by a field goal.
Woo! Upset specialist. Upset specialist.
Struck again.
Why? Tell me why.
I'm going to tell you like this. The last time they played Philadelphia, they struggled mightily to win that game. You're not going to beat that team 3 times in 1 year. It's not happening. They know what to expect now. The Giants will come into this game prepared. Mark my words.
I tell you what, winning a game 3 times in a season, one season, like you said, Tom, that is very difficult. It's very hard, but it is doable.
Oh, yeah, it's doable.
It's
no doubt.
Doable. I look for this game to be tight, close. I look for it to either go to overtime or, like you said, I look for a field goal to be kicked one way or the other. But I look for Philly. Look, if Philly dropped the ball this season after all they've accomplished, man, it ain't gonna happen, man. Philly gonna win this, man. I've been riding with Philly all year so far. Fly Eagles.
I got the Eagles in this one. I think it's gonna be a pretty closer than everybody thinks. I'm figuring the Eagles probably win by about a touchdown. All right, fellas, this is gonna be a good one. The Bengals versus the Bills. Who you guys liking in that one?
That is going to be the biggest game of this weekend. Because if you think about it, This is the game that people wanted to see last year for an AFC final. This is the game everybody wanted to see. Now you have it this year. Although we got Buffalo coming in, and the Bengals are coming in playing really good football. I mean, they're playing lights out football. To me, they can say Bills Mafia all they want to, but that defense looks a little shaky. It don't look as dominant as it looked last year. Miami exposed a whole lot of holes. And the Bengals, quiet as it's kept, the Bengals have a whole lot of weapons to beat you with. And Mr. Burrow is not scared to use them. The only thing that shakes me in this game is the Bengals' offensive line. That's the only thing that worries me in this game. But the upset specialist is going to strike twice. The Bengals march into Buffalo and beat Buffalo.
Upset specialist, man. Woo! Remind me to get your phone number, man. If you pull this off this weekend with 2 upset specialists, dude. All right, man. I tell you what, Buffalo, they have been, like you said, they've been a little, and Cincinnati's been, they've been doing their thing. They've been moving. They've been, like you said, the concern is the offensive line with Cincinnati. And then with Buffalo, there is no consistency at most of the positions except for Diggs and the quarterback. And it's going to take more than that, man, to dethrone the AFC champs from last year. But still, I look for Buffalo some way or another to pull this out, man. Buffalo wins this in a very tight game. It may be one of those late touchdowns that your boy gonna throw deep in the corner because, that's what he do. So, yeah, I look for Buffalo to pull this out.
Fellas, I think it's going to be a close one. And I think it's coming down to a field goal, Mike Jones. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. Now, I got Buffalo winning this one by a field goal. All right, fellas. Now, this is going to be a good one. Well, not for the Cowboys, but the 49ers and the Cowboys. Who you guys liking in this one?
This game has all the earmarkings of the Cowboys losing 2 years in a row to the 49ers. Your boy, they're saying, oh, Dak is back. Dak looked good against a mediocre defense. You're trying to say you looked good versus an 8-9 team. You're supposed to look good against the 8-9 team. This is what you're supposed to do. Now we get ready to see if he can handle them dogs. Because them dogs is coming. I got Frisco winning this by 14.
All right. I tell you what, man. I think about Stephen A. Smith, man, when he talk about the Cowboys. They're like roaches, man. It is so many Cowboy fans out there, man, in America.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And sometimes they are blinded by what they see. That Tampa Bay game where the Cowboys blew them out, I wasn't impressed. But the Cowboy fans were impressed. You know what I'm saying? Having said that, man, you know what I'm saying? I've been rocking a Cowboy hat here and there, just because I like the star and the color. But trust me, I am no Cowboy fan. This weekend, man, 49ers against the Cowboys.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones broke out the hat on him.
49ers. Too much Purdy on that field.
Facts.
Oh my God. Well, fellas, I'm like you all. I gotta roll with those 49ers, man. I'm telling you, I think that the Cowboys about to see some kind of animal, man. I think the 49ers are about to take their game to another level. And the Cowboys are gonna get run up out of there. I got the Niners. And I agree with you. 2 touchdowns.
It's not going to be pretty. They're going to find out why they're paying this guy all this money to be, because Dak Prescott ain't no super stud like they think he is. He's not a stud. He's okay. He's good. He's not great.
Yeah.
But they're paying him money like he's great. So we're going to see if he gets it done. I don't see it happening. Matter of fact, I see Dak Prescott getting sacked at least 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
At least at a minimum 4 times.
At a minimum.
At a minimum.
Hey, but look, Mr. Thomas, we talk about the Cowboys, and we can't talk about the Cowboys without talking about Dak Prescott. But at the same time, to me, somewhere along the line, that defense has really underperformed, man. Something happened with that defense. They are not the same defense. And from what I've been told, on grass. Now, granted, like you said, they played against Tampa Bay on grass. But if they're not playing on artificial grass, the pass rushers for Dallas, the ends and all that, man, they have a hard time getting to the quarterback. So Purdy might have a field day. Purdy might sit and throw for 4. And then let's not forget about McCaffrey back there. I don't know if Dallas defense can hold up against that much that they got going on offense.
The thing with that is, like you just said, McCaffrey is like a Swiss Army knife. He do everything. He's not just going to sit back there in the backfield and be like, oh, we're going to run McCaffrey. No, you got to have some. You're probably going to ask a linebacker to try to run with McCaffrey. Not happening. Not happening. And I guarantee you, their OC is going to see that. And they're going to be like, they're going to try to stop the run, but we're going to see if your linebacker can hang with McCaffrey running a pass route.
And fellas, let's not forget about Deebo Samuels. That's
one of the most physical backs in the league, dude. That dude runs punishing. He's not one to shy away from contact. Now, don't get me wrong. I like your boy on the end with Dallas, Parsons. I like him. He's solid. But
they're gonna need more than that.
They can beat you too many ways.
Look, like you said, though, like with Dallas defense, they are a vertical defense. They are aggressive defense. When you do what San Francisco do on offense, look, they do a lot of misdirection. You know what I'm saying? Tailback, the running back. You thinking they're going one way? They running. So it's gonna take Micah Parsons out of the play. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be able, because he's gonna have to. He's thinking that he's gonna have a free rush at the quarterback, and they done released. They done something else. He's gonna be irrelevant.
Well, here's the thing. If they understand that Parsons is their best end, don't you think they're going to run everything at him just to wash him out the way?
You should.
And you, like you just said, you run everything that way towards Parsons, and you run Deebo Sanders that way. Man, listen. Come on, man. That's a recipe for disaster for Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
49 is going to eat well.
Dude, they're just too strong. They're just too strong.
Solid team on both sides of the ball.
Without question. And the youngster that's coming in there is shining brightly.
Yeah, I think they're going to be too much for the Cowboys. Well, fellas, we've talked about it.
Yes,
Until
sir.
the next time, want you to comment, leave a suggestion. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about, let us know if you like the show. If you don't like the show, if there's something that you didn't agree with that we talked about, that's okay. We want to talk about it. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Instagram. You can catch us on TikTok. You can catch us on Twitter. Like and subscribe. 234 Sports Talk. Until the next time, we out of here.
Peace, y'all. See y'all next time.
Peace.
Go 49ers.